Then finally, the question says, can crying be a remedy for stress? Yes, it can be a temporary remedy. Not a remedy per se, but a way to cope with your stress. I personally, sometimes when I'm really overwhelmed, I take my break and I cry. I stay in my room and I cry very well. I belly full with the cry. Because I want to, but I'm just crying because just to ease myself off that tension. That's and it's okay. It's okay to cry. Sometimes people come to therapy and they're crying and I don't tell them stop crying. I give them a tissue box and allow them to cry. Because you need it to let off those emotions. People say men don't cry, but actually it's okay for a man to cry.
To cry now.
Yes, before. It's okay to cry.
They will die in silence.
Yes.
Because they don't want to cry.
Okay. It's okay to cry. Maybe not in public, maybe, but really there's no rule to this
anywhere you
thing.
Feel like
there's no rule to this thing. But just express yourself. But the most important thing is do not stay crying, because that's where depression comes in, where you're not able to come out of that.
Because that will not solve the problem immediately.
It's not going to solve the problem. Yes. So problems have solutions that needs to be solved. So after crying, cry for like if it's 30 minutes or 1 hour, whatever time. After you cry, you stand up, then start seeking out solutions to the problem. There are many ways. So, like I said before too, I said that different things can be a way for you to cope with your stress in a short term. Like crying can help. Some people have even said that sex is actually a good way to cope with stress.
Really?
So, as a married person, sex actually helps you get endorphins and all the dopamine and the positive hormones and neurotransmitters that help you to feel better. And you know those neurotransmitters are secreted during sex, so you can have sex, but that doesn't mean that you should not have
married people.
So because unsafe sex can also lead to stress in the long run. Of course, you can get sick, you can have unwanted pregnancies and all that, which can now result to stress in the future. So the idea, like we said before, the idea is to cope with your stress in a healthy way. The key word there is healthy way. It has to be in a healthy way.
Thank you so much, Ita. As you said it all, so it's not a negative way, we're talking a positive way that you can help cope with this stress. No, don't just go to alcohol or the other substances as we just mentioned earlier. That will not help you at all. If at all, it's going to be for a moment, which means once you take clear from your eye, take another one. Once you play, so before you know it, you're already deep into it. And these are slow killers. Drink alcohol so much, slow killer to the liver. That means the liver by the time it now hook. So that's not it at all. If you have you're stress, find another way, better way to do it, and then seek for a solution to solve that issue. So just putting your hands on the head all the time, when you cry. Today again you cry, next word you cry. The problem still remains there because you have not sought for solution. So these are just little way, just for a moment, you'll be eased up from your stress and then brace up like a man, brace up like a woman, or like a young girl or like a young boy and look for solution for that particular problem that causes you stress. Thank you so much for all your contributions. The production crew, we're really happy for what you're doing. The executive producer, viewers out there, and audience here have been so patient with us. Thank you for helping this program to be on air, because if we are open program and the audience are not here, I don't think we will do a very good job. So thank you so much for being there for us. And of course, our sponsors, they're wonderful companies. God continue to prosper your business so that whenever we call upon you, you help us as well. And of course, door is open for more sponsors and even those who can place their advert in this program. Having said this, I want to invite artist Glory Man to sign out this program. Join us next week, same time and same station. I am Mahilis. Vivid View. Say and do it.